to ensure that indigenous peoples' rights and knowledge are integrated into climate change actions, governments should implement the references, the decisions they have agreed to in Paris in the Conference of Parties last year. They have preambular paragraph 8, which says that governments in taking actions on climate change should respect the rights of indigenous peoples. They had also references to the importance of traditional knowledge under the adaptation chapter of the decisions. So I think for this to be ensured, they just have to implement what is contained in the decisions in Paris, which means that, number one, they should recognize the rights of indigenous peoples to their lands and territories and resources. And number two, they should recognize the traditional knowledge of indigenous peoples in sustaining the ecosystems where they live in, because up to now, the evidence will show that most of the ecosystems which remain, like forests, marine resources, these are ecosystems where the indigenous peoples have lived since time immemorial. And so that is evidence enough to show that if governments support the indigenous peoples in continuing to practice their traditional knowledge and develop it even further, then there will be a big chance that the governments can reduce the greenhouse gas emissions they are emitting, as well as to achieve food production sustainably, because those are the two objectives of the Climate Change Convention.